Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to talk about sectioning, right? When we talk about sectioning, it means you are cutting a particular figure or an object into two. The word section means you're cutting into what? Two. Now, if you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see a figure there, right? Which I have reproduced here. But let us look at this figure closely. We are told that we should draw a front elevation looking at the arrow A. Now you can look at the diagram. This is the arrow A looking from the side, right? Looking at it at the side A, this is what you are going to be seeing, right? You only be seeing what you're seeing when looking at it at right angle from this side. You see this box here, which is this here, right? You only need just one plane, and you're going to see this here, right? Not You cannot see the top when you're looking at it from this side. You can only see everything here, but not the top, right? That is why I'm seeing everything here, but not the top. I cannot see this hole from here, right? I cannot see the front from here. The only way you can see here is when you're looking at it from this direction. So I'm only looking at it from this direction according to the question. So this is what I am going to see, right? Now you see I put a dashed line here, evenly distributed here. It's telling me that there's a hole in here, right? And looking at it from here, I cannot see the hole. Because of that, that's why I'm using heading line to say that what there's a hole. From here to here is a thickness, which is from here to here. I can see this here, which is this. I can see this line here, which is this, right? But I cannot see this inner line here. That is why I'm using a dotted line to show what I'm having there. Is that okay now? So this is what you are going to see. So the question is telling us to draw the front elevation looking in the direction of the arrow A. So this is our front elevation here, right? Now the next thing here is the question says we should draw the what? The a plan. Looking at it. When you see the plan means you're looking at it from the top. So if I'm to drawing the plan, so this is what we have here. When you are looking at it from the top, right? Look at it at the top, you're going to see this figure here. Let's see, looking at it from the top, you see this coming out, but you will not see here. Everything that have to do with the plan is looking at it from the top perpendicularly. So you see this four corner here, which is this in here, and you see the outside one here. But you'll be seeing this line and this line as a straight line, just like looking at a mountain top from the atmosphere, right? It look like a point. The top of a mountain look like a point. You are looking at it from an altitude higher than the mountain, right? So you'll be seeing this, and this will be like they're on the same plane. So the plan doesn't tell you if one is higher than the other one. The plan assumes that everything you see are on the same level, right? And this hidden line you're seeing is looking at it from the top now, you will not see this point here. That is why I'm using here as my hidden line. Similarly, these 2 points here too, here and here, you will not see it that I'm putting hidden line. So this is covering this one up because they're on the same line, and also this is covering this one up. This line here is covering this up. So if you see this, meaning even though this is hidden, you cannot know it is hidden because this is blocking this. So this is what we have looking at it from the plan. Are we together now? Now, similarly, the question now says that an end elevation looking in the direction of what? Direction B, right? An end elevation. So looking at it from this side, right? What is the end elevation? And this is what we are going to be having as the end elevation here. Now, this is what we have here, right? Looking at it from B here, is that taking? If you're looking at it from B here, what do you notice? Here will also be an hidden line here. But looking at it from this side, you're not going to see this point here, right? So here too will be what? a hidden line, not just a thick line. But if you're looking from the front here, here will be what? A thick line. Is that taken now? So he's going to see this point here you see, which is this, right? This line here you're seeing here is this line here, which is being overlapped by this. This hidden line you're seeing here, this is this one in passing through this figure here. This is the hidden line that you're seeing here. And the next hidden line, this is this. Because if you're looking from the back, you will not see this point here. So that was hidden line. Even here too, which I've drawn here, ought to be what? An hidden line too, because you're looking at it from here. But if you're looking from the front here, you're going to see it. Looking from the back, you will not see it. Why this hidden line you're seeing here is the true, this hole we have in between. That's why you're seeing it in this way, right? And what else again? This is what we have here. That is the plan. This is when the figure is not sectioned, right? When it's not sectioned, this is what you'll be seeing. This is how the elevation would look like. So this is what you're going to draw on your orthographic projection. So if I'm to replicate this on my orthographic projection now, this is what I am going to be having. Draw this. The first thing you do when you're told to draw in angle projection, you draw your horizontal line and you're going to draw your vertical line this way. You see that? And at any given distance, you just measure maybe 5 or 10. So let me just use 5. So from up here, this is 5, 5, 5, and 5, right? And I'll close them up. So this is the first thing you do, right? When you're told to draw in first angle or in third angle, this is the first thing you will do. All what I'm doing here is to explain to you what you see when you're looking at different direction, right? Now, the question is, we should look at the front elevation from here. So this is our front elevation. So I'm going to draw this in the second quadrant or in the first quadrant, but we like using the second quadrant here. So if I replicate the diagram here, right, means I want to start drawing in what? In first angle projection. But if I draw this here, means I want to start drawing in third angle projection. So let me draw this here now because I want to draw in first angle projection. So the entire length here, from what we can see in our diagram, the entire length here is given to be what? 85, right? So I'm going to measure 85 on my meter rule here, starting from the reference point here. So I'll measure 85. So from 0, right, this is 0, this is 85, right? And I'll take it up. And the total height here is given to be 60. 30 plus 30 is 60. So I'm going to measure 60 upward. This is 60 here. Right? This is 60 here. And I'll close it up. Are we good? Now, I'll start replicating it now. We know very well that from here to here is given as 30 in the diagram. So I'm going to measure 30. So this is my 30 here. From 0 to this point here is what is 30. So I'll just close it up this way. Right? Then I'll thicken it because it is thickened. So I'll thicken from here to here. Is that thicken? And similarly, we're given that from this point to this point is 5, the next point is 5, and so on. So 3 from here to here, or which is from here to here, is 15. So I'm going to measure 15 and 5 millimeter each. So from 0 to this point is 15, right? This is another 5, and this is another 5. True. So 5, 5 in between. And the height is given to be what? 10. So the height, if I just draw this vertical line up this way, the height is 10. So I'm going to measure 10. from 0 to 10. And I'll just close it up this way. First of all, just silently here. And I'll just put it this way. And here too. Can see that? Then the next one is from here to here is given to be 20, right? Or before you do that, you measure from here to here, which is 45, right? So from here to here is given to be what? 45, which is the same thing as saying from here to here. So I'll measure 45 from here, from 0 to 45. All right, and it is ticking. I'll just tick it. And the remaining one is going up this way, right, which is 30. And this one is coming. I will now measure again 50 from the top. From here to here is 50. So I'm going to measure 50 from here, from 0 to what? To 50, right? So this is where I'm going to draw this line you're seeing here, end line first. So I'll tick in it, right? And I'll close it up. That again. Now the next one is from here to here is 15, which is from here to here is what? 15. So I'll measure 15, 0 to 15. And the height is given to be what? 10. So I'm going to measure 10 to 0 to 10 here. So drawing my horizontal line this way and a vertical line here to meet. So this is what we have here. Now the next one is I'm going to measure 30, right? If you remove 30 from 85, what will you be having? Or better still, from the beginning here, 15 plus 30 is what? 45. So I'm going to measure 45 from here. So they're on the same line. Can you see they're on the same line? So I'll measure 45, right? 15 plus 30 here. From here to here is going to be 45. So I'll measure 45, which is what we already have here. This is the 45 here. This is the 45 here, right? And I'm going to measure 10 millimeter upward. From here to here is 10. So I measure 10 millimeter upward, 0 to 10. So what I'm just doing is replicating whatever I have here, which I will now connect from here to this point, right? And I'll bring from here to this point, then from down here to this point. You can see that. Then I'll close here up. Now the next thing is the thickness. From here to here, which is from here to here, is given to be what? 5 millimeter each. So I'm going to measure 5 millimeter. So from 0 to this point here is 5. And from 4 here to here also is 5. And I'll use my heading line and bring them down. So your dash, 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 these are what we call the hidden line. And here also the hidden line. Is that taking now? Now, in doing that, we have successfully reproduced the front elevation as said in the question. So this is what you are told to do. We are looking at it from this side. This is what you have, right? And secondly, the question now says we should draw the plan, so we'll draw the plan. So if I place my plan under my front elevation, means I am drawing in third angle projection. But if I place my plan on my front elevation, mean I'm drawing in third angle projection, right? So I'll just bring this down this way. I'll project this downward. Just downward there. Do this. All the points, I'll draw them out. All the points that I have. All the points. Once you can draw the front elevation correctly, the rest will be very easy for you to replicate. So I know very well that this is the plan from the beginning to the ending is closed, right? Beginning to the ending, I explained why it's like that. When you're looking at the plan, you assume everything on the same level. So I'm going to close it up from here to here, right? And the thickness from here to here is given to be what? 40. So I'm going to measure 40 from here, from 0 to 40. You can see that? And I'm going to close it up because everything is closed up according to what you can see as I explained earlier. And here too, right? Now here will be hidden line because looking it from the top, you cannot see these 2 points here, right? So there will be what? Hidden. This line will be hidden. And here also will be hidden. You can see that because this is covering this is covering this. Now the next thing is these two looking from the top, you cannot see this. So it's also hidden line. This line here is hidden from the plan. You can see that? Now looking at it from here, they are on the same line, so I'll be using a thick line to show that because this line is blocking whatever will happen beneath. So I'll use a thick line to block it out. You can see that. And the next thing is um I'm going to see this here from the top. Looking from the top, you see this here, right? So I'm going to show it, and the distance from it is what? From here to here is what? Is 5. So I'll measure 5, 0 to 5, and I'm going to close it up. You can see that. Now, the next thing here is this. Looking from the plan, you say that we have this shape you're seeing here, right? Which is what we did here. And they are all 5 millimeter apart. So what I'll just do here is I'll just measure 5 millimeter from here. Starting from 4. This is 5 millimeter here. And here also, this is 5 millimeter here. And I'll just close it up like this. Sorry. And here too. Here this way. And here too. This way. Here too. This way. You can see that. So looking from the top, this is what you are going to be seeing. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing here is the end view, right? This is the end view looking at the point B, according to the question, what the question suggested. Looking at the point what? Point B. And I'll be using this to draw my 90 degree, my 45 degree from the center point here, right? And I'm going to generate all those points to touch it. Here, faint line. Here too, faint line. All those edges, you extend them to touch that inclined line at angle of what? 45 degree, touching here too. And I'll come to the top here, and I'll draw my line this way, which I am going to project this upward. Project this upward. Project this upward. All those points, I'll project them upward. Right? So in doing that, this I'll take in all this together here. From here, taking to the last point here. And from here, Taking to the last point here. From here to wow. Here you're not taking in here. Because when you trace this way, this line here, this is the line here. So this is where I'm going to actually take in. And also here too. Because when you trace this to this point. Now close it up. Now this point you're seeing here and here too is this. Now together, this line here. So if I take this up, if I trace it, is where they are meeting. So they are meeting here. So I'll close them up. And then close them up. Then the next one is this will be hidden line, as I explained earlier. This hidden line, because you cannot see it. So I'm going to draw my hidden line there. And here too. Right? Now the next one will be, say looking at it from the point B from the back here, you will not see this from the back, right? So looking from here, this will be hidden line. So I'll do my hidden line here. Similarly, here also, you will not see this hidden line also. Right? And this is what we are having here, looking at it from the back. So this is, when you didn't section it, this is what you're having, right? This is the front elevation, the end view, and the plan. Now, I have replicated this diagram here, right? Because the question says we should look for the section of what? XX, right? The section on plane XX, meaning that when I cut this plane into two, like I cut it into two, I section it, just like you can see on the screen. When you section it like, right, we'll call it plane what? XX here. And this arrow means that you're looking it in this direction. So what will you see? So this is a cutting plane here. So I now cut this into two. Cutting it now means I've cut this way off. I cut half of it away. So this is half of the view, meaning I'm cutting this shape off here, right? So in my section view now, I'm not going to see this, because look at the section view here. This is all what I'm going to be seeing here, just what you're seeing. If I bring it out, it means that what I'll be saying will be, all this will not be thick line. All the thick line that you're seeing here will no longer be thick line, will no longer be hidden lines, will now be what? Thick lines. You can see that, but this will not be there because I've sectioned it off, I've cut it off, right? So in doing that, I will now use my 45-degree set square to show that what is the section part. I'll now section it using your 45-degree what? Set square. So all these points here, I will section it. I'll section it. Where I will not section is where it's empty. Is where it's empty that I will not section. So this is what we'll be having. Now we have successfully drawn out the section view of the front elevation when you section the plane XX. Now the next thing we are told is to draw the what? the section of plane YY. Now, if you look at the question here, the section of plane YY is the one that is cutting this plane. So when you cut this plane in this manner, right, that is what the question suggests. Looking at this direction, you now cut it off. So when you cut this plane off this way, looking at the direction, this is what you see, right? So that is the end view. So you're not going to see this end view anymore. What you'll be seeing will be this. So when you section it, you cut off this plane as shown, you'll be seeing this figure here. You have cut off everything here, you've cut it away. So the arrow is pointing, cut it off and look at this direction. So if I cut and look at this direction, this is what I'll see. All this hidden line will become what? Thick lines, right? So let me just show you what I'll be having there. All the hidden line will become what? Thick lines. This will be thick. This also will be thick. Thick line. Thick line. Right? Even I'm going to see this other one I have here. So I'll bring it out from here. I see this. What is the height? That is given to be 10. There's the 10 that we have there. Right? So I'll bring it out. Then close it. Then close it too. So I'll use my 45-degree set square and I'll section it because we've cut it off. This is what we're having when you section that. So now use to show that the side I cut, that the plane is in contact with. This is where the plane is in contact with. Will I say where friction is experienced? So when you are cutting where the friction is experienced, you're going to section that part. So I will not touch that small box here because the cutting plane did not touch it. So you only section where the cutting plane passes through, right? You section only where the cutting plane passes through. So this is what we have here, right? I will not section here. It's only here where the cutting plane, because when I apply my cutting plane, it cuts through but doesn't touch here because there's an opening. I remove here, we're focusing on here. So this is the end view. So looking at this side is the end view, right? So this is what we have. This is the sectioned orthographic projection of this particular view you're seeing here, and this is when you do not section it. So one thing I want you to take note in section is that when you section the particular part, where is hidden will become what? Visible, right? So since here is hidden, I make them visible. Is that the case now? So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.